Hello! We're doing something a little bit different this week. I've been playing with the idea of doing like a week in the life of me. I don't know what to call that. Just kind of like bringing you guys into my life a little bit as, you know, a spiritual consultant, as a candle maker. And so, yeah, we're gonna get started. I gotta do my skincare and then I have a session with a client at about 10. And then we're putting some crystals on some candles today. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm literally still in my PJs. Yeah, let's go. This is your reminder to do your skincare because you love you and you want to take care of you and your skin. All right, I'm put together and I can't promise that I will be put together every day because I'm not. But I'm in my candle shop, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably haven't seen this yet. And my first order of business today is I'm gonna put some stickers up on my whiteboard. Because I have like fear of committing to stickers. I don't know if anybody else has that, but I really want to put these stickers up. My friend got me this one and I got myself this little guy. So I want to put them up on my whiteboard and then we'll get to putting some crystals on candles. All right, so I have 3 markets this week. I normally have 2 and sometimes even only 1, but I have 3. I'm doing West Stockbridge, I'm doing Copic Hillsdale, and then I have a special one which only happens once a year. It's called the Blueberry Festival in the town near me. And so I have a lot of inventory to create. I made a lot of charmed candles, which I can show you them here. I have to kind of restock my Zodiac candles and I've already restocked my intention candles. So for the most part, I've already poured everything that needs to be poured, but I definitely could use some more crystal candles. So I'm going to show you what I do have in my charmed line right now. That might be different by the time you're watching this because the markets will have been done, but these are the ones that I created yesterday that I'm really in love with. So let's go. All right, so I got these like metal shelves, these guys here, because I wanted to put them up. First off, I thought they were way smaller than this. They are so much bigger than I expected. Because I want to bring everything off the counter, like all of the supplies and like hand tools and stuff. So I was gonna put them up, which first off, kind of annoying that I only wanted to buy 1 and then they made me buy 2 and then they shipped them separately. So such a waste. But now I have 2, which, okay, fine, that might be useful in the end. But now I have to decide whether I want to go for a walk or these are the charmed candles I selected to make today. So I think there are 6 of these that I want to make today so that they're ready for markets this Thursday, which is tomorrow. I want to decide if I want to do that or have breakfast and go for a walk with the dogs. So I just finished up a half-hour tarot reading with one of you guys, and it was really, really beautiful to be able to look at why we overthink, why we overanalyze something. And ultimately what it came down to is like searching for an identity. And I think the idea for searching for an identity shows that you're getting further away from your identity, from who you are. Hey, Fuzzy. Because if you're searching externally for something to validate who you are internally, you're not going to find the most authentic reflections of who you really are. In order to search for your identity, it's not about looking outwards, it's always about looking inwards. And so it was really cool to see that come up in this session. I really love reading with you guys. It's pretty magical. So now we're gonna go do some charmed candles. I gotta find Lilu's BALL because we didn't get to play outside, but we did do some doggy training with Fez. So yeah, let's make some candles. And honestly, it's gonna be a pretty chill day from here on out. I have another reading at about 2 and then I have a meeting at 3. That should be good. I'm excited for the day. All right, what we're not gonna do is be completely fooled by that really sweet clip of us walking in the woods because leash training a pup, regardless of him being almost 7 months old, is not fun, it's not easy, but they're so cute. You can't really be mad at them because they're so cute. You just have to pretend to be mad at them. Also, literally, as I said that, he was running in the creek for a swim. These dogs run the house, I swear. I guess I should say, in case you guys don't know, I make crystal candles. So I have a bunch of crystal candles that I make. One of my favorite lines that I have is called my Charms line, and essentially it's completely unique crystal candles. The containers are thrifted, so I repurpose them, give them a whole new life. Essentially they're upcycled, and they're the old glass that you would see in thrift stores, but you know, like everybody's grandmother had. And so basically what I do is I put candles in them, and then I put crystals on those, and they're completely unique crystal combinations. And I also do like totally different scents in the Charms line, so each one is totally one of a kind. There's really no candle that is the same. And so what I do is I pick the crystals that I want to put on each candle, and I basically just do that. I also have set lines, like I have an intention line. So if you're like specific about wanting love or wanting peace and serenity, you want to be emboldened, you want more joy in your life, I have intention candles for all of those. And I also have a zodiac candle for every single sign. So if you're interested in any of those, go check them out on my website, harveymountainalchemy.com. I love what I do. I love making these candles. And so in preparation for markets, I got to make some charmed candles. So you're just going to be hanging out with me while I make some of those. And then honestly, the rest of the day is either in session or in meetings, and so it's gonna be pretty chill. We're gonna start with this tiny little bubble guy. I was so obsessed with it when I first found it. It's a 2 ounce, it's apple orchard scented, which is a fun scent I just made up and like have been enjoying a lot. And I just love the top because it looks like a little bubble. So you know what I'm gonna put on this is definitely some opalite and some peridot and some rose quartz. Easy. And I sort of pick them like that, like it seems really random, but it's sort of what's being called out to me in that moment. And I do have a shelf full of these crystals, so I can kind of see what it is that I want. And I have a crystal that is discounted every month. For the month of August, peridot is 15% off. So any charmed candle with peridot on it is going to be 15% off. I'm gonna make this little guy. First thing we need to do is decide if we want glitter on it or not. And I think I'm gonna go glitter for this. So just gonna heat it up with my heat gun, put glitter on it, and then put some crystals on it, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so all the crystals are on there. It's gonna look pretty cute once it's set. It's kind of hard to see when it hasn't set yet inside, so let me take you out and show you what it looks like. So I definitely approve. And with the little top, I think it's so cute. And it's 15% off in my shop. On to the next. So basically that's what I do. I just make a bunch of candles and I infuse them with Reiki and loving energy and intentional energy. And so this candle in particular is really about self-love, self-worth, and self-beauty, like really recognizing your own inner beauty, not having to feel like you need validation from other people to make yourself beautiful, which actually really speaks to that session that I had earlier, all about seeking, you know, identity and validation externally rather than finding it internally. So I love when themes like that show up. That's when I really know like the collective messages are resonating. All right, so I just finished filming the month ahead video. I do those once a month, obviously. I love filming them. Let me know which pile you ended up picking. A lot of really cool messages came through. I always love to hear people's comments and to see what resonated at the end of the month too. All right, so I'm all finished for the day. I'm actually about to go head out for a little friend date with my friend and podcast co-host, Sierra. We're gonna go to the bookstore. We're going to watch a movie where the crawdads sing. I just finished reading the book, which I really enjoyed, so I'm excited to watch the movie now. Good morning. It's about 7 in the morning and I'm waking up. I'm drinking my tea, hanging with the dogs, gonna do my usual morning stuff. Hello again. This is a very familiar spot, except it's morning and I'm in my pajamas and I don't have a reading for you guys, but I am gonna pull some cards for myself and also clean up all of these cards from filming yesterday and kind of tell you what I need to do today and also tell myself what I need to do today. But basically I need to edit the month ahead video and pack up my car for the market today, which is a very heavy ordeal. I have so many things to pack up. It gets really heavy and I feel like I get so sweaty every time. But I'm gonna pull some cards today. To be completely honest with you, I've been kind of disconnected from tarot for myself personally. I haven't felt like I needed it because I think that I'm in a good place. And yesterday when I went out to dinner with my friend Sierra, we talked about how I felt like maybe I am at a point where I don't need to heal so hands-on. Like I've been working so hard for really like a couple years straight on really working on healing, and right now it feels like I'm being given a break. And so of course my like Taurus moon, which is like, no, we need to continue hard work, is like, no, there's no break. What are you talking about? But I am absolutely willing to accept this break. So I'm gonna pull a couple cards, not on like what is it that I'm healing, like what do I need to be aware of, but just what is it that I'm embracing today. I want to pull from the Pride Tarot. I haven't played with this guy in so long. I feel like I'm filming a video. I'm like, the Pride Tarot. I got Fez behind me here. So we're going to look at, what do I need to embrace? Wow. Wow. How funny. The Three of Swords. Really embracing the fact that like my heart isn't breaking right now. In fact, that my heart has healed so much of what felt so broken before. That is so, so beautiful. And I wonder if there's anybody else out there. Of course, I would go straight to like tarot reader mind where I'm like, oh, somebody else probably needs this message too. Wow, that's so beautiful. And that the sun is coming up behind that. I've never even noticed the sun behind. Yeah, like the swords have hit the other side. They've come through the other side of the heart. So embracing that I'm on the other side of big stint of healing, so much healing. And plus, you know, I recently came out, which was such a big deal for me, even though it doesn't change anything really. It was so important for me to honor my like truth and my identity, and having done that recently, yeah, this feels like it's speaking to that, like really being inflamed in my identity. Like this heart has flames on it, like really being inflamed and unapologetic and bold about who I am. And look at these flowers wrapped around this heart. Wow, I really love this. What to embrace today? Of course I got the Three of Swords. I'm so notorious for getting like these really like traditionally upsetting cards and being like, yes, that's amazing. I think I got Death and the Nine of Swords a few weeks ago and I was like put in such a good mood by those cards. So it's really funny. I'm so attracted to like intensity like that. Anyway, thanks for being here with me on this morning pull. Yay, let's continue on with the morning. Honestly, what I'm gonna do is I have a slow morning. I'm gonna pack up my car and then a session around noon. And then we do the market. So I'll try and film a little bit there, but we'll see because I'll be in public and we'll see. Bye! All right, so this is the mountain of stuff that I have to pack into my car, and there's been kind of a change of plans because I also need to go to the bank to get some change for my cash box, and I need to pick up some more tissue paper for my packaging, which is really cute stuff. I love this tissue paper. So I gotta do that and have a session and then do the market. So it's actually a pretty busy day. I'll try and bring you along with all of that. Okay, so I got my cash, my change for the cash box, which is great. I picked up my tissue paper, which as you saw is very adorable. So now what I need to do is make breakfast because I didn't eat it earlier. And I can't eat breakfast if I'm not hungry, which a lot of people just like power through and eat breakfast first thing in the morning. I can't. And I recently read something about chronotypes based off of like your schedule throughout the day and stuff. And I don't know which one I related to, but I definitely know I wake up in the morning and I feel ready. Like I'll go straight to the candle shop and start making candles at like 7 or 8 in the morning if I need to make some, and I won't eat breakfast until like 10ish. So it is 10:15 right now. So basically with these chronotypes, there are 4 different like animals that essentially you will be similar to when it comes to scheduling. There's like bear, lion, wolf, and dolphin. And I kind of related to lion, but also to bear, which would make sense because apparently most people are bears. But yeah, I found that kind of interesting. I'm down to do a little bit more research in. Anyway, I'm gonna make some breakfast. I'm very basic. I have avocado toast every morning. Listen, if you can get this Taurus moon to eat something regularly, I'm gonna eat it that way all the time. So I'm gonna make myself some avocado toast, get ready for my session, get ready to shower, pack up my car. We're good to go. How many times do I have to list off my to-do list for the day? I'll try not to repeat myself too much. Well, we got rained out of the market, but we just had to pack up a half hour early. It was a good market, met a lot of good people. I'm excited to do it again on Saturday and then on Sunday, but it's gonna be a pretty chill evening. I'm about to go home. I'm gonna have some dinner, probably watch the finale of Stranger Things and go to bed. Maybe read some of my book, but that's it for now. Good night, I guess. Morning. It is going to be kind of a day off, which is nice. I realized that I've actually been working like 6 days a week. So today I have very little to do. I just have to drive over to my printers to pick up some zodiac labels. I have to make some Leo candles because those sold out. Classic Leo. And then I think I'm just gonna read for the day. I think I'm just gonna take the day to myself to read. So I'll come back to you if anything major happens throughout the day, but who really knows? Because it's gonna be kind of nice. I've definitely had like a couple of days having nothing to do, so I read the whole day. It was so beautiful. So I'm hoping that's gonna be today as well. I just started this book, A Year of Wonders, suggested by my mom. And then I have so many books that I bought the other day at the bookstore. So we'll see what comes of all of it. What are you doing? Fez has a tendency to chew on socks. We are still laying in bed. He's kind of going through his like regression period. At about 7 months, puppies start to act out and like they're getting a lot of their energy. So forgetting all of the rules that we set. So puppy training is definitely in action. Let me know if you guys have any tips on the 7-month period because it's testing for sure. But he's such a good boy. And we've got Boo here as well. But yeah, the animals are gonna keep me company today, I guess, while I just chill. I'm so excited to have a day off, especially because I'm working both Saturday and Sunday. I'm doing markets, so today is my weekend. So here we go. So we have somebody moving around next door and I'm training the dogs and they're doing really well. They're just staying. Good stay. So that's a plus. I realized I did not edit my video yesterday. I have to do some chart prep, so today is kind of a day off in that I don't have to put real human clothes on. I can stay in like pajama-like clothing, but for the most part, it's like hanging out on my computer, doing chart analysis. I love doing chart analysis. Like reading charts is one of my favorite things ever. Hey, stay. So I'll be back. All right, so I did a little bit of work today, but it was stuff that I wanted to get done anyway. I made some of these lunar candles. I'll stick a picture here for you. Basically what this is it's a monthly subscription box where you get 2 candles, one for the new moon and one for the full moon, and they come with little affirmations and the crystals I handpicked for the combination of kind of the astrology of that time. So I made a couple of those for my subscribers. And I was just gonna open up these pressed flowers that I pressed a few weeks ago, and I'm like a little impatient. I could probably wait another week, but I wanna see what they look like. So let's see. I really hope they're pretty. I see what I did wrong. I only put the paper on one side, but look at that. That worked. I'm so excited. I know this is such a simple thing, but I don't really remember ever pressing flowers. And like, maybe I did, but I just don't remember. And this is really, really satisfying. I have some really big candles that could definitely use these big guys. These were roses.
Oh my gosh, those were roses. I remember them being so thick and like difficult to press.
Look at that. Oh. Yes, look. Oh my gosh.
Is this like totally old? Are people not interested in this? This is so cool. Guys, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Happy day off to me. I kind of want to go make some candles now and put these flowers on there. I might go do that. We'll see. Hello, it is Sunday evening and I haven't been able to film anything yesterday or today because I've been so busy with markets. Today was an insane market. It was an annual festival, which I've never done before, like vended at anyway, and it went really well and I met so many amazing people. And because today is the last day of the month, I made my donation based off of these uterus candles and stickers that I came out with this month. So I just made my first donation. I'm really excited. I'm so happy that I finally found a way that I feel like I'm helping society and the world in some little way, that the little things really do help. And I'm about to go out to dinner with my mother-in-law for her birthday. Happy birthday to you, Leos. I'm sure I'll have more to say once I'm done with the weekend, but I am so pooped, y'all. Like, I literally came home and immediately gave myself a foot bath. So your girl needed it. I'm really excited. Happy end of the weekend, which I worked through the entire thing, so. Good morning. It's Monday morning. I've got my bright and early tea. I got my laptop here. Yeah, I'm gonna start on doing what I call my muggle duties. I have a couple of things that need to get done on Mondays that are not magical, not alchemy. Also sort of recovering from this weekend. It was really, really busy and it was incredible. I met so many people this weekend and it's kind of crazy how with COVID, I really gained comfort with my introverted self. Like, I really enjoyed that I didn't have to talk to anybody and I got to be in my little cave and just be. And once I started doing these markets, I started realizing that like I do have a part of me that likes to socialize, that likes to integrate into my community and like communicate with people face to face. And that's been really nice, and it's kind of solidified my Leo rising a little bit, that I do enjoy people and I'm good with other people. But yeah, there were some people that just tested me. Like on Saturday, this Aries literally yelled at me and I'm like, listen, I'm an Aries too, but this was just like the harshness of this Aries yelling at me. Like, okay, go for it, whatever. I have these uterus candles and all of the profits are donated. There's a sticker on it that has a uterus on it, and she goes, that's my sign. And I go, actually, that's a uterus. And she goes, no, I'm an Aries. That's my sign. And I go, okay, I mean, I'm an Aries too. I made these and they're uteruses or uteri. And she literally yelled at me. I'm not even gonna pretend to be her, but she literally like yelled at me so loud. And then yesterday, I met so many people. I had a really good day and I was so pooped by the end of it that I just like came home and did like my little bookkeeping of the day while having a foot bath. So self-care, do it, balance. On another note, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I actually don't like to do like my morning self-care routine until I get a couple of things out of the way. I like to do this like muggle stuff. Basically, I'm doing like bookkeeping for a client. I like to get that out of the way before I start like my morning routine, like taking care of myself. And I find it gives me like a bigger opportunity to be relaxed while I'm like doing my skincare, making myself breakfast, you know, that whole thing. Because if I were to go straight into the skincare breakfast morning routine, I would be thinking about, oh, I still have to get this done before I leave the house. So I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I mean, it's 7 in the morning right now and I just like, okay, let's get these things out of the way so that then when I do my morning routine, I'm relaxed and I'm happy and don't have to worry about the things that need to get done. Something I might do today is go to some thrift stores. I did actually go on Saturday after that market. I went to a town around here like an hour away called Red Hook, and it had a couple of thrift stores and a couple of shops. I actually got like 10 to 15 containers, which is pretty good, but just feeling like I need to get more and more and more. So I go to some thrift stores today, my usual ones, and see if I can get some good containers. And then I have a lot of candles to restock on. I sold so many Zodiac candles. I sold out of so many. Interestingly enough, the signs that didn't buy any out of the thousands of people yesterday, the signs that didn't buy any candles were Aries, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that, because that's very curious to me, especially because 2 of those are fire signs. So I would just equate like fire to the candles. And it's also really funny because on Thursday, I sold out of Virgo and Capricorn, which those are kind of my slower selling candles. Unless they're bought as gifts for the Virgos and Capricorns, they don't really sell that much because I think it's not as practical. You know, like the money that you're putting in, like that's very valuable to them. But on the other hand, it's a very practical, tangible thing that you can spend your money on. So I don't know, I'm back and forth on it. But what's interesting is that I sold out on the Virgo and Capricorn on a day where the moon was in Virgo. So I just thought that was interesting. It was making a trine to the Capricorn sun. It was conjunct the Virgo sun. Something about that placement was like really happy and comfortable for those signs to want to invest in something that celebrates them or that makes them feel loved and represented, and kind of that self-care aspect. So I thought that was interesting. Taurus always does well. Like yesterday at the market, Taurus and Libra sold out first because they're both Venus ruled signs. And if you don't know, Venus is this planet of self-care, of love, healing, value, beautiful things, refinery. It just makes sense that both the signs ruled by Venus sold out first. But I love observing those little things. And it's also really interesting meeting a lot of people in that context because, you know, this was really a COVID baby, my business. And I haven't seen a lot of the people that I saw before COVID since I started this business. So re-meeting these people in a new context and like reintroducing myself almost as this is who I am now. I've shifted a lot since before COVID. There were some people that I was like, oh, you're a Capricorn, that makes so much sense. Like, oh, you're a Libra, it makes so much sense. You know, those kinds of things where it's like, wow, now that I know you with this like frame of reference, it's just really fun to reintroduce yourself and re-meet other people too, because so many people have experienced a huge shift during these last few years that have just been so intense. I'm just really grateful to have been around people who love what I do and who got to see me for who I am now. I'm such an Aries and like it's all about me. Hoping that this vlog isn't super boring. I think it might be kind of long. I gotta get to editing it, but I hope that you've stuck it through and that you've enjoyed it. We've only really got one more day of vlogging, and let me know if you like this kind of thing and if you want more of it. I know that usually what I post is all about you and like serving you, but I guess I just kind of wanted to show you what it was like to be me in a way. I don't really know what I'm doing this for, but I'm sure that'll become apparent in time. I have always really loved YouTube as a platform, and I've always really wanted to be on YouTube. All those Scorpios out there could probably do some good sleuthing and find some old singing videos that I used to post on YouTube, although I think they're private, so I'm pretty safe. I hope. Oh my god. Always loved YouTube, always wanted to be on it, and I really enjoy watching like vlogs and stuff like this where you're just kind of getting to see a slice of somebody else's life and be their friend in that way. So sending you guys a lot of love. I'm gonna get back to my Muggle Monday, get some self-care done, and yeah, love you guys. Bye. All right, same place. 7 hours later, I have gotten all my Muggle stuff done, and I have to place orders for so many things. I have to order a bunch of scents. All of these scents, I have to order more supplies and some more crystals. So I'm just gonna be ordering some stuff, and then hopefully I'll have some time to prep containers and make some candles. And if I do, then you will be seeing that too. But what's great about vlogging is that I sometimes need like to film. I'll film regardless of whether I post it or not. I need to film what I'm doing because that helps me hold myself accountable, right? It's like less a possibility of me looking at my phone so that I can get other stuff done. So I'm gonna order all of the stuff. Oh boy, all of the sales from yesterday is going straight to supplies essentially. Okay, I'm having a literal panic attack because I have never ordered this much stuff. I'm spending so much. I'm literally gonna have a panic attack. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, got myself some friends who talked me down. Still very much anxious, but Shout out to Martha and Mitch for talking me down, because what a panic attack. Oh my gosh. I had never made so much as I did yesterday at this market, and I've never spent so much as I did today. It is all worth it, and it's gonna make sense. What I'm investing in my business always comes back to me. So it's about how we talk to ourselves. Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. It lets me continue to make candles, which I love to do, and to continue meeting people and to keep thriving. So I can breathe a little bit easier. I definitely feel a lot of stress and tension in my body, especially because I didn't get a day off this weekend, which normally Sundays are like really sacred to me. I just keep that as a day to be with my family and me, and I didn't get that this week. So I can definitely see how throughout the week, this week I'm gonna need to give myself little moments of like sanctity, of me time, of relaxing time. Being a human is fun. There's so much to do and so much to work through. I'm so grateful to have people around me who help me through it all. All right, I'm not even done. I have to keep buying things. So here we go. All right, I just poured as many candles as I could. Essentially, I am really low on containers. I just ordered a bunch more, made a little custom order. I made some candles that needed to be poured, and I have a bunch of charmed containers, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna let myself rest. I am tired and I just wanna watch a silly movie and go to bed, and it's only 4, so that's all I got in me today. I have gotta get some editing done, and I've got quite a few sessions coming up this week too, so I'm really excited to make those kinds of connections. That'll be really nice. Something I think that was really important for me to realize today was I called my mom when I was feeling stressed. Basically, my mom is the one I go to if I am spending money and I need to hear if it's a good investment or not. She will be very realistic. She's a Capricorn, so I really valued what she had to say, and I realized that like as these words were coming out of my mouth, I didn't even know that's how I was feeling, but essentially I was having a real panic attack about spending this money because it meant that I was committing. And it sounds so silly because I am committed, but every time I have to commit, that's kind of nerve-wracking for me as just like a human. And there was definitely some self-doubt there about, do I trust that I have it in me to commit to this? And do I have it in me to remain interested? Which is silly because I love what I do. I love making candles. I love having these sessions. So yes, it is absolutely worth it. And I definitely have it in me to remain committed. But yeah, it was really interesting to see that that was what came out of my mouth when I hadn't consciously thought that yet. Really beautiful moment. Gotta love moms for just holding the safe space and letting us talk the way that we need to talk. I realize this reflection on my neck is very weird, so sorry that that's been there this whole time. I'm gonna take a rest. Bye. Good morning. So it is about 11:45. I've already had quite the morning. I woke up early as usual, 6 a.m. and took part in this astrology immersion lecture about how we combine astrology and psychology. And I found it incredibly inspiring and beautiful and incredible, and it reignited exactly what it is that I'm doing as an astrologer. So that was really beautiful. And then I had therapy, which again, like a beautiful succession of things connecting to what it is I am trying to do and my purpose as an astrologer and as a healer. And after that, I had a really beautiful session with one of my monthly clients. We essentially meet once a month to do a half-hour session to connect with the energy of what it is that we need to be putting our focus on for the month. And then I create a crystal candle based off of that session and I send it out to her. So it was a really beautiful session where we asked ourselves why we stop ourselves from dreaming, why we don't follow the dream that we've had for so long. What about that little inner voice is beating us? And putting that inner voice that tells us we're not good enough, that tells us we're not ready, that tells us we don't know what we're doing, putting that little voice outside of ourselves and telling it to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I do. And reconnecting with that soul urge. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a couple of Leo candles that were ordered online, and then I'm going to create that crystal candle. I'm listening to some meditation music, enjoying this connection. This conjunction in Taurus with the North Node, Mars, and Uranus has been really incredible for bringing very sudden healing. I was in this place where everything was so good, and everything is really good, and letting healing moments come from that while having a foundation
foundation of stability and joy and feeling good and positive. So this is very new for me because I tend to always identify with the struggle before I identify with the positivity. Whereas now I'm really feeling like the positive has become my foundation. So really beautiful stuff. I can see that my cat is trying to escape now, so I'm gonna go get her. I hope you guys aren't sick of seeing me in pajamas because this is the real authentic me. Like I said in the beginning, I think I got dressed up and I was like, this is not how it's gonna be. So I live in pajamas. And yeah, I'm gonna make some candles. I've got another session later today at 1. Let's get on with it. Okay, so those were the only candles I really made today, and I took today pretty easy. I had some really beautiful sessions, tarot session, a birthday reading, which is like a 12 months ahead, like predictions session essentially. And then I let myself read a little bit. That's Fez playing with a toy. I read, and I every now and then would think about, oh, I need to get this done. I need to get that done. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna read. I deserve this moment. So I let myself read and relax a little bit. And now I took a shower, clearly. This is what I look like now because I had to get out of my PJs. It was nearing embarrassingly late. And I am probably going to get back in the shop just to tidy up and finish making some zodiac candles. But for the most part, I can't get much candle making done until all my shipments come in tomorrow, and even then it might be too late for my Thursday. So I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna continue reading and enjoying this relaxing evening. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm sure this vlog ended up being really long. I don't know if it was boring or if you were interested, or let me know what parts of it that you were into, because if you want me to chat more about my sessions, I can do that, or if you'd rather I talk more about candle making, I can do that. But I just want to know what you guys are interested in. What's up, Fez? So I'm so sorry. This is like the last you'll probably see of me, but we've gotten incrementally more comfortable with each other, or I have with my camera. So all right, I gotta get going before these dogs go insane, but I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope this video is received well, and I hope you watched all the way. If not, then you're not watching this. So I love you guys very much. Bye.